Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like usual, just gonna wait for a few minutes till people come in. Hope anyone who's watching this from the start, hope you're really having a good day, good night, depending on what time zone you're watching this in. Oh, two people. Always sit there and hesitate if I should say what's up to those two people, that one person that comes in. Shakira was good. Yes, Days was good. How are you doing today? Days has been killing it. Days has been killing it. And thank you for the like. Really do appreciate that. That does actually help out the channel. Days has been killing it. Days have been killing it, and I am loving it. It's good. It's good to hear. Glad you're doing fine. Days has been killing it. I was watching a little bit of Y&R. I'm actually almost done. 'Cause I want to try to put out a review tonight if you know have some time. It's like I got caught up doing one thing, and that one thing just kind of just threw everything off, or it pushed things back a little bit, I should say. Now waiting Cliff off screen. Cliff off screen. What does that mean? You mean the cliffhanger or something like that? Is that what you're waiting for? I want to make sure I'm reading that right. 5 people is up in the chat. Yeah, I don't. You got to. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too. Me too. You know it's gonna come though. You know it's gonna come. And if you saw my review on Days, I did put out a theory that Crystal is in the chat. What is good? How are you doing tonight? I did put out a theory that Gwen is gonna figure out that it was Jen and is gonna use Jen to try to get back Xander because that's pretty much what she's living for at this point. I mean, as she says, a girl got to do what a girl got to do. One knee is how's your name? One knee. Is that how you pronounce your name? One knee. I don't think that's how you pronounce your name. Um, yeah, I don't think that's how you. That's why I usually call you by your last name. Which, to be honest, I don't even think I'm doing that right. So I do apologize for that. Um, but what are you watching right now, though? Like, watching all four of them? Or you just watching which ones are you watching? If you're not watching all four, I wonder if anyone's actually watching Y&R in the chat so far. Is anyone watching that? Yeah, Shigera Gwen still wants Xander. That's what she's living for now. Yeah, that's what she's living for. I mean, she done drugged up Sarah just sit there and try to keep a hold of him. So yeah, that's why I made that theory. I don't know why. I just felt like maybe Gwen should have already been heard a little bit more. Bold and Beautiful. Okay. Stacks, you watch all four of them except for Days. Okay. Wani, which I don't think that's how you pronounce your name. You watching Bold and Beautiful. What do you think of Bold and Beautiful? I feel like everyone in this chat is watching Bold and Beautiful. So, what does everyone think of Bold and Beautiful so far? Crystal, I hope you're watching Bold and Beautiful. Keisha Moore, Miss Moore, how you doing today? Or tonight, actually. Same tonight. Today. It's like 8 o'clock over here, New York time. We're just talking about B&B. In case you're watching B&B, Stacks. Shakira. Stacks says Tom needs a son. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, Hope needs a son too. You know. Does anyone think that Brooke called CPS on Thomas? I'm just wondering if anyone actually thinks that Brooke did that. Because at first I was like, that's going to be yes. Okay, you're gonna have to pronounce. You're gonna have to tell me if I'm pronouncing your name right. Wani. Um, yes. Nikisha. I think he did it too. I think he did it too. At first I was like, I felt like it was Brooke, and then I read a comment. I was like, you know what? That makes sense. The Thomas would call CPS on his own self just to make Brooke look bad. Because you can tell by the outro that Brooke looked like she was really shocked and surprised. Stacks will see, but she never should have went over there. Stacks, who should went over there? You mean Brooke, right? Brooke should have never just went over there and the whole he's using a knife. Like, Nikisha, that Douglas call. Oh, Juanita. Oh, okay. Thank you for helping me pronounce your first name, Juanita. Actually a really beautiful name. Krista says Brooke is working on that. Yeah, she keeps acting like a damn Karen talking about, oh, he's using a knife and yesterday I saw him with a knife and I'm like, okay. Like what do you want him to use? A spoon? Stack says Ridge will find out. Yeah, and if it's Brooke, that's the end of that relationship. That's the end of that relationship. And if it is Thomas, you better find a really good way of framing her. I mean, to be fair, if you look at it not from a viewer's point, but if you look at it from like their world, why would Thomas call CPS on himself? Like why would he do that? Chris would say you had to give B&B a break because of Brooke. I was sitting there thinking about that because of Steph, because I can't with her right now. I can't. Oh, Nikisha, are you watching YNR also? Is anyone watching YNR? I was only watching a little bit of today, like nearly all of it. And you got Elena packing her stuff so she can go to a hotel because they're disagreeing on something. Juanita says he's trying to set up Brooke. Yeah, no, that would make sense. I wouldn't see that coming. I wouldn't see that coming. I wonder would Brooke see that coming though? That's the question. You got Brooke and Liam Smith, they're trying to gas this woman's head up. Hope talking about, oh, he's such a danger because he's using a knife. And I keep saying it like that, but it's like she kept harping on that the entire episode, the entire two episodes. Stacks, that's true. How even Hope was sitting there saying like, "Yo, he hasn't done anything yet. How about we just give him the benefit of the doubt? Just ask him." But of course, you got those two that's sitting there chopping her ear, talking about, "No, he's a danger. You got to step it up." Like, can you let her just make up her own damn mind? Like, I don't understand that. I feel like some of this is just gonna fall right on me. Yeah, no, sex. I totally agree. I mean, yeah, the dude was using a knife, but I mean, granted, if you're using a knife and you're talking to somebody in a heated debate, even if you're not using it, you're just holding it and you're pointing it at their direction. I mean, it's not a good look. I'm just I'm just gonna put it out there. That's not a good look. Yes, Nikisha. Yes. Everyone remember that, right? Everyone remember when Brooke was like, you're trying to get Douglas to keep a secret, like pressuring that little boy, using a child to sit there and cover up her little dirty deeds. Yeah. Liam don't want Hope going over there. He never wanted Douglas. I mean, I don't really know if I can argue with you about that. As far why would why would Liam never wanted Douglas? Like, why he never wanted Douglas? You have to explain that one to me. Right. And then, of course, you had Paris and Zende that didn't really add anything to the story. They were just there because the actors needed a paycheck. So I don't understand how B&B does things. Like they just expect these people just to be around whenever they need them. And Sophia, the woman that plays, I was gonna say Lois, um, Quinn, like what the hell? Like, oh, okay, Stacks, okay, I didn't know that. Hmm. Because he always trying to make this argument like, oh, I miss that little boy and everything like that. Hmm. I forgot that Liam was in jail at some point. Wait, what did he go? What did Liam go to jail for? I'm wondering, what did Liam go to jail for? Granted, this was clearly before my time. I think, yeah, like probably way before my time. Because I only started watching this, I was going to say maybe 3 years ago, give or take. So, I mean, then there's the whole Brooke, pushed Thomas over a cliff. I mean, granted, it was by accident, but that still did happen. Yeah, Juanita. Yeah. We were just talking about that. Oh, Nikisha for hitting Vinny with a car. Yo, okay. This is what I want to know. What happened to Vinny? Nikisha was set up. Okay, but what happened to Vinny? Because I remember he was on the show and he was helping Thomas, like, with the switching to touch results and everything like that. But then I went away, stopped watching because of the whole copyright thing. And Nikisha, are you serious? Or are you joking? Did Vinny really just delete himself by running into a car? No joke. Okay, all right. So yeah, what happened to Vinny? Because I've been asking that question in some of my videos, and I haven't gotten the answer yet. And I guess I could just go to Wikipedia or Google or something and find out, but oh, it's kind of weird. I mean, I guess it's not really weird. It's just I wasn't there to watch how he left. So I'm generally curious about that. Oh, oh, Nikisha, you said you're not joking. Stacks, you. Wow. Wow. That's insane. No, I'm kind of, yeah, I'm kind of upset that I didn't watch that part. I mean, I'm kind of upset that I wasn't covering that during that. You gotta understand, they literally gave me a copy strike just for talking about the show. You know, this is before I even used like thumbnails. This is just me writing, the Bold and the Beautiful review, and they just like, well, yeah, give me a copyright strike. That sucks to me. Yeah. Maybe I could sit there and find a clip on YouTube. I mean, I wouldn't like react to it or anything like that, but it's just for you know context. Yeah, man, it's time he's taking. Now he's unstable. What you mean, Liam's unstable? I mean, yeah, Liam. This is what happens when you're trying to do two things at one time. I'm not ignoring anyone, just texting someone back. Oh, okay, okay, Nikisha. Wow, that sounds like a crazy story. I mean, it sounds like a crazy story. So I don't know. Maybe there was a reason why I didn't cover it. Because depending on my mood, I don't know if I would have handled it with the sensitivity that would have been necessary to, um, you know, do a review like that. Um, I don't know. Maybe it was better that I wasn't watching it back then. But yeah, now you got this whole custody thing. And why is this song so? I'm like, why is this song so loud? I'm like, oh man, I didn't turn it down enough. Yeah, but you got this whole thing going on with Steffi and Taylor and Ridge and like that's true, Nikisha. Could have. What is good, Sanford? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Always a pleasure seeing you. Yeah, now you got this whole thing, and Ridge is just. So, is anyone watching YNR right now? Want to hear what everyone thinks about YNR? If you're watching YNR right now, you got you got Sally, you got Nick together, Juanita. Okay. What do you think of YNR? I've been trying to watch YNR for the last past couple of days. All right, Sanford, same question to you. Alicia is in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alicia, you just watch General Hospital, right? I'm only asking is that even when I read the comments and stuff like that, I don't usually see you. Um, like in like my days or BNB, GG, yeah, GG only. Okay, all right, cool. Nate and Vicky. Can't wait till they have their downfall. Now I can understand Nate because Nate has been just pissing me off, to be honest. What about Vicky though? What you I mean? Is it Vicky or is it Nikki? I think it might mean Sam for you not liking Sally and Nick together. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It's like I came back and I was just like, yeah, Nikisha, that's true. Nate is just I can't with him at this point, and it has a lot to do with Amanda. I mean, not Amanda. What the hell is her name? Amanda's sister. Whatever that chick's name is that says gassing this dude up. Amani. I think that's her name. That's gassing this dude up. Juanita likes Sally and Nick. Okay. It's a real shame. Hey, Chelsea spiraling. Diane is going down. Diane is going down. What did Diane even do at this point? I mean, I know she did some stuff in the past, but I mean, does anyone actually like this whole Does anyone like this whole Phyllis trying to take down Diane at this point? Like, does anyone actually like that story? What's good, Janet? But Nick doesn't deserve Sally Allen. Yeah, I mean, that was a little OD of Adam to do, Nikisha, but I mean, he really wanted to make sure that she kept her job, but he was a little kind of far with that though. It is all good, Janet. I haven't really been streaming that long, so and like I said, whenever you come in, it's always great. So it's always great. And Janet is tired of Brooke, just like just like a lot of people in the chat are. To get rid of Tucker. Sanford, who's Tucker? Oh, okay. Nice, nice, Dax. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I knew that Diane did some stuff, but I'm like, I mean, look what Phyllis is at now. She owned her own hotel and everything like that. I just feel like it's been so long. Jen, you think that Brooke and Liam's gonna hook up? You know what? Honestly, tell you the truth, I wouldn't be too surprised. Sanford, I did watch a little bit of it. I'm not done yet. I I think I may have like another 15 minutes left. So I'm not fully done yet. I have a random question. It's not really a random question. What does everyone think of the Kyle and Summer storyline? That's what I want to talk. I want to talk about the Kyle and Summer storyline. Like, does anyone actually like that part or their storyline so far? Yeah, Nikisha. Yes, I heard about that. Yeah, no sex. I mean, I get it. Wait. Is Trevor on at the end? At the end of this episode, Sanford? Janice says so boring. Juanita says no chemistry. It's not even so well. Janet, it was spot on. Where Sanford is Trevor on at the end. I also tell you, I gotta sit there and make sure I'm watching the right one because I was watching it on YouTube. Um, so I don't know if I'm actually watching tomorrow's or today's. How she takes Johnny. Okay, I might actually be watching the wrong episode. I feel like I'm watching the wrong episode. And this is what happens when you watch it on YouTube. I feel like I'm watching tomorrow's episode today. Jack is so gullible. Okay, clearly I feel like I'm watching the wrong episode because I'm watching the episode when um Adam is confronting um Adam's confronting Nick about, are you with Sally or not? And Nick is not answering any questions. When Adam leaves, Victoria comes in and Victoria's like, Adam's gonna sit there and lash out at people or lash out at us. So I feel like that may be tomorrow's episode. But yeah, like Jenna said, I just don't. I feel like they're just there a lot of times for filler. Like Summer and Kyle, like they don't really do anything. Like they're. Today I was watching it. They were talking about. Oh, Diane kissed one of the giant. Diane kissed Jack today. Yep, I feel like I'm watching the wrong episode. That's awesome. This is what happens when you try to watch it on YouTube, and I literally put in the date, like today's date, and of course I'm probably watching tomorrow's episode. So that's awesome. Well, if anything, I can have the review ready for tomorrow, like today. Yeah, because I mean, I definitely watched the wrong episode today. I mean, I'm definitely watching the wrong episode because Diane was not in this episode at all. It was Summer, Kyle, Adam, Nick, Victoria, Nate, and Elena is just now going to the hotel. So, but again, like I said, I mean, even with Kyle and Summer, I feel bad for the actors because it's not their fault. The material that they're giving. I mean, that they're getting. They're just getting a bunch of boring scenes. It's the same thing with Sharon. It's like, okay, cool. She's just at the coffee house. That's great. Like that's it. Yeah, Stack says she liked the old Summer better. Hmm. I'm honestly telling you, I'm wondering, should I even finish watching? I'm also finished watching the episode. I'm like, there's no point of watching today's episode. I already started on apparently tomorrow's episode. So, just a little warning to people that try that watch it on I don't even know what the hell episode I'm watching. I gotta sit there and watch it on Paramount just to make sure I'm watching the right episode today. Because even this whole Diane kissing Jack, I felt like I saw a little bit of that in the previews. Well, in another video. So, GH. Anyone's watching GH? I mean, I know it's kind of a dumb question because I feel like a lot of people are watching GH. So, if you are watching GH, what did you think of today's episode? Stacks, you have a point. Really, Sanford? Okay. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens when you date another, you know, It's like the actor Chad Duell and the woman that plays Sally. Victoria, yes, I agree with that. Crystal is liking GH. Juanita Sharon has been run through main storylines. Dex. Jen, you mean like you think that Dex did it? Alicia, that's actually a really good point. How did Cody find out about Spinelli's, illegal activities? Sanford, you know what? I, I'm gonna stand by that. I'm gonna stand by that. Like you can watch any other soap opera, watch it last, or just watch my review. You didn't really miss anything. Think so, Victoria? Oh, yeah. No, I don't think it's Dex either because it's just too obvious. What's good, Hill? Oh, you don't think that he's a good fit for GH? Yes, Dax. I'm just like Portia. You came into that room, and now she's asking you a bunch of questions you don't want to be answering. Oh, okay, Nikisha. Okay, you're right. Thank you, Nikisha. He was listening in on Spinelli and Zelda having their little illegal talks in the hotel. Who JS is? Who JS it? I don't get it. Alicia said could be Hat Daddy. And just for anyone that doesn't know who Hat Daddy is, it's Marshall. But I like to call him Hat Daddy because well, he's always wearing a goddamn hat. So yeah, Crystal, I'm like, Portia, you're doing too much. Yeah, Victoria, isn't that always the truth with these soap operas? Like they should just sit there and tell the dad who is, they should just sit there and just get it off their chest before it comes out later on and blows up in their face. And I feel like if they did that, then we probably wouldn't be really watching. Um, it's kind of soap opera things to do that. Yep, Janet, I agree. Had daddy stolen big. You hate Sunny. Alicia, you hate Sunny. Ooh, so you think Hat Daddy is the hook killer? Hmm. Could be Joey. It could be Joey. Okay, yes, people are sleeping on Days. Days is amazing. I was gonna get to that next, but yeah, Days is amazing. Yeah, Sanford, I agree. I mean, like I said, when like somebody else in the chat said that, Michael tips his hat when he started asking a bunch of questions about Dex to Sunny. Jessica is in the chat. Jessica, that would be good if it was Roy. At least he wouldn't be boring. At least Joey, the Novaks, remember when Hat Daddy took care of him and put him in the hospital? And Sonny was like, all right, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take that, and the third, and split it up with Miss Wu. Young guy who was always angry. And I kind of miss Joey. If nothing else, he brought some tension to the show. And I know, Alicia, Joey, it was a while back. Joey was a while back. Just like Cyrus. Just like Cyrus. Damn, I feel like that was like last year, actually. Juanita, Sonny, Michael better back up. Shakira, I'm GH first, and I don't know what I mean. Stacks. Oh, GH first and then Days. Okay. Yes. Stacks, you're right. I'm like, Miss Wu's taking over Sonny's territory. I mean, Miss Wu definitely took over um Curtis Club. DC is in the chat. Yeah, DC. I was, my plan is always to try to go at 6. And of course, I do GH at like 5 something, and it takes a while for it to charge back up. So, yes, DC, the meat. You remember the meat locker? The frozen meat locker? Yeah, Nikisha, I'm wondering that myself. Like, we haven't seen Joey in a while, the Novaks in a while. Like, when is Cyrus getting out of jail? I mean, hell, it's not like we're gonna get Jerry Jacks. By the way, I talked about this with DC and Brock. Where the hell is Jerry Jacks? Now that I think about that. Yeah, DC. DC, I was just talking about that. Like maybe it's Joey. Um Shakira, you know what? I didn't finish watching Y&R, so I can't say that. But B&B was actually pretty good today. Victoria. Victoria, yes. Yes, I agree with that too. Yeah, that's true, DC. Yeah, Alicia, we were just talking about that. Michael probably tipped his hat, asking too many questions. Yeah, Jessica, I feel like we're gonna find that out. I just hope that they don't take too long to do it. Oh, DC, you talking about Y&R? Yeah, I mean, he's already having Amani practically gas his head up, um, and making Elena look like she's the villain. Been saving days, lasting days. Oh, the best for last. Okay, yeah. I agree, Shigeri. You don't want to. You want to start on a downward spiral and go up with days. So I agree with that. Yeah, DC. But I also said I was like, remember what happened to Dante when Sonny found out, right? Nikisha. I feel like they kept putting that in the thumbnails of every Y&R video I was watching, so I'm not too sure. Oh, Victoria, I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I mean, like I said, Curtis Hart is in the right place, but going behind her back is, you know, it ain't cool. But to be fair, Trina's keeping a little secret of her own. I beg of thee. DC's using Shakespearean. Yeah, Jessica, even he said that he kind of might have overstepped a little bit. I agree, Alicia. Yeah, Stacks, but do you think that she's actually going to do that, though? Yeah, DC. But honestly, to tell you, the truth, I felt like that was intended. As far as Dax and his smile, like the way he looked, like that, I felt like that was done on purpose. Yeah, Juanita, but I also feel like I don't think that she's gonna do it though. Mm, I feel like Victor. I feel like he. Honestly, to tell you the truth, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he actually be suspicious of that? Now that I think about that, like, yeah, he just assumed that Trina was his daughter, but the fact that he never really asked and just, yeah, you're right. DC, it definitely was. Yeah, but Alicia, I mean, he knew that Portia was having an affair with somebody else. Even if he didn't know who that person was, the fact that he wouldn't sit there and bother to question that paternity in the first place. Like, I'm just thinking about that now. Like, how do I know it's mine? It's yours. Okay. I don't, I just don't see that. Yeah, Victoria, I don't know why I'm just now thinking about that. Jessica, what do you mean? What do you mean Tiger cheated? So maybe he had doubts, but he didn't care because he cheated too. Jessica, who did Tiger cheat with? Yeah, I don't know why. It's just, I mean, I'm glad I'm doing this live because I'm just like, wait, you knew that she was sleeping with somebody else and you didn't bother to sit there and check a paternity test or anything like that? Like, you just took her word for it? I can see if you didn't know about the affair. Yes, I mean, I understand a crush, but there's a fine line between a crush and you actually doing something now. Janet, I think the running theory is probably going to be either Victoria or Amani. Um, and who knows when the original Amani is going to come back? Yeah, DC, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't want Diane to die, but I'm like, they never really treated her as a character. Yeah, Jessica. I mean, yeah, I was like, I didn't think that. I mean, Jessica, technically, like, he was working a lot of hours. He wasn't really paying attention to Portia. So you can sit there and say his heart was at his job, but yeah, Sanford, yeah. DC, are you joking? Or are you serious about that? About the actress getting another gig? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I want to know if you're joking, if you're being serious. What about the new lady? Um, one new lady, Janet. You mean the new Amani? Are you talking about? Oh, okay, DC. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's what I was the same, Victoria. Like, his heart wasn't with her anymore. Jessica said, "What happened to Valerie?" That's a really good point. It's like she just went to a black hole somewhere. That's true, Nikisha. IOP lady. I still don't know who when I was just brought in. When I was just I'm sorry for asking so many questions, but we're talking about so many different shows. So what show are you talking about? Are you talking about GH? Or are you talking about Y and R? Yeah, but Nikisha, that just brings up a point right there. As far as the family's going to need some sort of lawyer, but like I feel like I need a character though too. You know, like I said, the only thing that I found interesting about her backstory was when she said she had to shoot somebody in self defense. Alicia, why can't she? I mean, it's not like these soap operas actually following any sort of law practice or anything, or even HIPAA. Yeah, DC, I was just talking about you as far as that. You know what, Victoria, I would enjoy that. All on YNR. Okay, so we talking about the new Amani, one that met with Nate. Yeah, that's Amanda's sister, from what I gather. And Amanda is, I mean, not Amanda. Amani is into Nate, even though Nate got a girlfriend. And more or less, when Elena kind of confronted him, he kind of brushed it off and made her look like she was, you know, like it was all in her head or whatever. Do you see? I kind of don't. I really don't. Do you? I don't think that Cody's a bad character, though. Yeah, Jesse. I feel like a lot of people in the chat really don't care. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. The thing is, DC, I don't think that Cody is a bad character. But for some odd reason, people just do not. You know what? Does anyone actually in the chat like Cody? I genuinely want to know. Carlos is dead. No, no, but then Carlos had a twin. Sanford. Carlos had a twin brother though, and he came by to pick up Stacks. Cody is blackmail Spinelli. Yeah, don't care about Cody. Don't care about Cody. Oh, Victoria, he was great on One Life to Live. Okay. Sanford says only if Cody is Mac's son. No, no, no. DC, from what I understand, he had a twin brother, and he came to get Sabrina's son. And Michael was going to sit there and fight him on that. But Michael was like, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna sit there and do his best for the child. So he let his brother take. Yeah, DC. No, no, yeah, Alicia. I was just meant to tell him. Yeah. Sanford, I think yeah. Anna killed one of the brothers. I mean, whoever this Carlos guy is, but he had a twin brother because for some odd reason they felt that that was important. It's like they just couldn't hire another person for like a day to come in there and just do an acting scene and take the son and leave. Julian Jerome. DC at this point, I would take Julian back in a heartbeat. Oh, Julian killed Carlos. Okay. Didn't Julia also kill Griffin's dad? That's another thing. I heard that Griffin might be coming back. Like, there's a rumor he may be coming back. Yeah, Stacks. He is a little kind of shady. Jen says Cody has no chemistry with anyone. She says he killed Duke twice. Or he killed somebody twice. I, I I don't know if that's a stupid question, but oh, okay. Pray for Florida. We don't need Griffin, honestly. Jessica says. Oh, okay, DC. By the way, DC, you are in Florida, so how are you doing? I mean, yeah, Jessica, I wasn't a fan of Griffin when he first came in town. It's like they only brung him in for his looks, so you see the book between him and Austin. No, I missed that part, Stacks. Ooh, yeah, DC. I was gonna sit there and text you tomorrow because I was like, I want to know how you're doing and everything. I was one. I was like, yo, how is DC actually doing? You know, what is happening in Aspen on B&B next week? Jen, what the previews come out already? I mean, I know the Oh, okay. Yeah, DC, definitely stay safe, man. That's good. That's good, DC. That's good. Oh, Janet, what about Quinn? Yeah, they talked about Quinn offhand, but they never actually. That's a good question. And yet they keep using the damn face in the intro. They don't use Flow in the intro, and we all know I like that intro with Flow, but yet they still use Quinn. They use Taylor now. Janet, yeah, it's supposed to be big. You mean like what's going on in Florida, or just like I don't know what you mean. But no, DC, I'm glad that you have power. We'll sit there and say, I'm glad you have power. And DC, I'll keep you in prayers, DC. Yeah, yeah, DC. I hope everything. Well, it's 9 o'clock, so hopefully, you know, it won't get too bad. Oh, Shakira, you're in Cali right now, okay. And DC, you're gonna be attending on Saturday as well if everything works out. Janet Aspen, like as in like where you're at, or big event in Aspen. Yeah, God willing. Juanita is in Houston. Okay. Yeah, these now it'd be really cool. It'd be really cool. Um, I gotta get you. You. Gotta sit there and start doing some lives, bro. You gotta do some. You gotta do some lives. By the way, while I'm at it, did anyone actually watch? I know it was like a 2 hour video, but anyone watch the video with me, DC, and Brock TV? DC, like you said, didn't you say like they were sitting on international money? Krista says yes. Stack says yes. Victoria says yes. No, Jessica, trust me, I get it. It was a lot. It was a lot. Trust me, it was not planned. Oh, no, no, Jen. I actually, I'm gonna watch it tonight. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that though, Nikisha, as far as like doing the live, where it's like all three of us. Victoria enjoyed it. Thank you very much. And Jessica, trust me, I do not blame you because it was it's long. It was a long video. Yeah, Nikisha, I didn't. What I really liked about the video, besides a lot of things, was understanding what got him into watching, like what got him into doing reviews on GH. Yeah, Jessica, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. For some years in B&B. But yeah, no, I'm gonna sit there and watch it. No, it was great. It was great, and it was weird too, because like I kept sitting there and I was like, I don't know, because like me and DC was sitting there talking. I was like, I didn't know if he actually wanted to do, a video with us. In all reality, all I had to sit there and do was just ask him. Yeah, DC, he's yeah. I haven't seen Brock actually work with anyone before, and it's crazy because all I had to sit there and do, I guess, was just ask him. He said yes. So no, he's cool now. And like I said in my video, well, in our video, he inspired me to sit and do my own channel. Yes, DC, we did get the exclusive. He might actually. I don't know if he actually even said that in any time that he did his videos on what got him to start doing, um, reviews in general. Yeah, Shakira, it was fun. It was fun. So it's definitely something that we got to sit there and do again. So we're gonna work it out, right, DC? We're gonna work out that schedule. We're gonna get it going. Yes, DC. Yes, just exactly like when he said that. Well, I mean, granted, mine was a little bit more fueled by the hatred of Nina, but still, that one day I was like, all right, I had enough. And I took out my cell phone, and man, was the quality on that so bad. I want to thank everyone for watching me, even back then, because I looked at that video and I'm like, I could barely hear myself, and it was so dark. And yeah, Stanford, but she got me going though. Victoria, I liked her as Nina. I really did, and it would have been interesting to see her go up against Carly. But I like Cindy Watt's take on it. I feel like she has so much, I guess, chemistry with Laura Wright because they've been, I think on another. She's been on another soap opera, and they've been doing it back and forth. So I feel like she just works better for the character. DC, that does make sense. Just because Michelle played crazy better though. Hmm, I don't know. It's something about Cindy Watts. Whenever she goes kind of crazy, it's like she does something with her eyes, and they just look all like discombobulated. So Michael got shot, and Carly. Stacks, when did Michael get shot? I mean, I remember the whole Sunny cat. I remember the whole Carly catching Sunny in bed. Yeah, no, Victoria, I didn't see that. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, these I caught a little bit of the older of the older Abby. That's before I realized that Chad was a privileged dick, but he's been killing it. So I can't knock him. Yeah, Alicia, I don't know. I like Cindy Watts. I do. And it sucks what happened to her in real life from what I was watching with James live stream. Yeah, DC, I saw that. Shakira actually sent me a clip on Instagram, and watching her trying to be Abby, I mean Gabby was kind of hilarious to be honest. Oh, okay, all right, Stacks, yeah, yeah. DC, you don't remember that she went to a fan event and people got like really nasty with the actress, and that's when James and Smith they're thinking about quitting, just doing like soap opera reviews and stuff. Well, not reviews, but like talking about soap operas. And I made a whole video, which is fine because I make a lot of videos about fans being toxic. I'm tired of Sheila. Yeah, Janet, I've been saying that for a hot minute. I'm like, if it wasn't for his looks, that's the only why they brought him back. Like he doesn't do anything. He's just Steffi's yes man. Like literally, he's just Steffi's yes man. Are you serious? Yo, that is insane. That is insane. Jesus Christ, that's bad. At least you're not a Michael Easton fan. Yeah, Sanford, I agree with that. Jessica, I agree. It was very cringe. It was very cringe. You have a point. Wow. That's DC. That's a shame, but DC, I'm gonna agree to disagree because no, it was like Jessica said, it was very cringy. Oh, okay, Alicia, he's boring now. I mean, I didn't really know that much about him as John McBain, but I liked him as Caleb when he was on Port Charles. DC, I feel like that might have been Courtney, Sonny's sister on General Hospital. I think I'm not too sure, but I think that's who you're talking about. Careful, I did listen to the song. Um, I like the beat, but I really couldn't understand the lyrics too much. I felt like they were just going really fast, but I like the beat though. Yeah, Stacks, I do remember that. Oh, Victor. Okay, Victoria. So you know about Port Charles? Okay. Oh, okay, DC. Okay. Honestly, either way, that's still just insane. When you start literally putting hands on somebody, no, Kevin. I mean, like I said, I like the beat. I don't know. I gotta sit there because I still got it. I still got it on my Google Drive. So um, but his rapping style is like I was sitting there and say a little Busta Rhymes. So like if you're cool with Busta Rhymes as far as like rapping when he goes really fast, then you're definitely like um the person that you know you sent the video. I mean the song to. Who's sung Cameron's song? The same. I'm not understanding that. Who sung Cameron's song? So, oh, I don't know. I feel like there's just so no. No, that's actually an easy one. Colin. I would pick Colin. I would pick Colin. Easy. I had to think about that for like a good 5 seconds. Chase song was okay. Colin was my character. Besides Todd, Colin was my character. Stack says Blair, but Blair was on GH, so it's a character that wasn't on GH. Um, to be on there. I mean, yeah, no, Alicia has a point. I mean, the whole point of this whole slashing storyline or this whole killer storyline is to, you know, cut some of the fat from the show. Ooh, Stack says Vicky. Okay. Sasha has some good scenes at Bootleg Home Shopping Network. I mean, yeah, Victoria. I mean, it was sad. Where do I work at? Uh, I'd rather not say. Like I said, Kevin, I mean, the song is good. Like I said, if you're a Busta Rhymes fan, then you're definitely gonna like it. Hmm, for real. Okay, Victoria. Yeah, no, I mean, it definitely showed a lot of range. Oh, okay, DC. The money didn't look right. Hmm. Well, let's just sit there and say it's a really active job. I'll sit there and say. Stat says, miss one like to live and all my children. Well, I can't attest for all my children, but one like to live, I definitely do miss though. Janice says the fat needs to go. Yeah. I always sit there and say, whenever I watch Days and I see how they do their characters, not having too many, I'm like, GH can learn something from them. Yeah, no, DC, that's a good point. Thank you, Alicia. Juanita, God and Light. Okay. Guiding, wait, what about God and Light? But yeah, no, DC, I mean, I would get that. You go from being a lead, moving halfway across the country. And again, she's not really needed, you know? Don't get me wrong, I liked her as Vicky. And Yeah, I mean, like I said, I liked her as Vicky, but I don't know. Oh, that would be good. DC if Susan Lucci came to GH. Does anyone remember a long time ago they did these little short clips of like crossovers. They did one with Sunny and Erica Kane being trapped in like an elevator, and they did a couple other ones too. Oh, Stacks, you used to watch GH. Okay. Yes, DC. That's what. Yes. Anyone remember watching? Those are actually pretty good. I enjoyed watching them, even though I didn't watch all the soap operas. They did one with Jason and Greenlee. Oh, they did a scene together before. Okay. Well, I mean, obviously it wasn't Laura Rice Carly, but yeah, I get it. Yeah, no, Victoria, that like I said, that makes sense. Like, why would you sit there and take a step back in your career if you don't have to? Okay. Yeah, these I gotta sit there and actually go back and watch that scene. I think I only saw three. And there was one where Trevor, who was playing Todd at the time, did a scene with Spinelli. I think those are the only three that I remember watching. But yeah, no, it would make sense for her to do that. What is she doing now anyway? I mean, is she just retired or like what is she doing? And you know, I sometimes I sit there and I wonder about the actress that plays Stacks. Jason did one. Yeah, he did one with Greenlee. And she kept talking about his arms and stuff like that. I remember that one. But I'm sitting there talking about the actress that plays Courtney. She's now on The Bay, which they keep promoting on Peacock, and I'm just like, I honestly tell you, the truth, I don't even know if I can even like my stack is so big as far as stuff that I need to catch up to. I just don't even know if I even want to put that on my list. So I got to watch The Boys. I got to watch Cobra Kai. I'm just, and every time I see Deacon on B&B, I'm like, I gotta watch that damn Cobra Kai. Yeah, DC, it's I don't want to sit there and say it's a graveyard for it's like a graveyard for like ex soap players or ex soap actors, but I don't know. Yeah, no, Kevin. I mean, I wasn't trying to be like offensive or anything like that, but if you asked me what I thought of the song, so I mean, if you got something else, like definitely send it to me because I will listen. No, DC, you're. I mean, I know you said it as a joke, but you're probably not wrong though. You know, when everyone tells me B&B and Y&R was much better back in the day. I mean, in reality, wasn't GH also kind of in a way? Like, what is GH doing now that people like more now than what they like back then? Yeah, DC, I do. I just haven't watched that in a minute, though. And I don't know what that means, Kevo, but like I said, you send me something, I'll definitely listen to it. Yeah, no, but DC, I do. I just I haven't watched it in about like nearly 2 weeks though. Yeah, DC. Stephanie Forrester was everything back in the day. Yeah, DC, but that's the question though. What do people like now? Because we can always here's the thing, we can always talk about the soaps was better back then than it is now, but what do people like about the soap operas now versus back then? Ooh. Okay, yeah, no, DC. I didn't watch that part yet. From what I understood, I heard he like ran away or something. Daisy Flower says Stephanie was hateful. Maureen West is a plus. Okay. Oh, you want her to kidnap Johnny. Alicia, I'm not gonna lie. Cheese was so good back in the day that I would rewatch it at night on Soap Night. I would watch it on the group weekends as well. Crazy Chelsea's funny. Or Daisy Fly, you still like GH? Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I thought it was an interesting question to ask because yeah, GH used to be so good back in the day. But yes, that's my point though. A lot of these shows used to be so good back in the day. I mean, I can't attest to like days or I can only attest to GH. But the question is, what do people like about it now versus back then? You know, I feel like that's a tougher question to really. And I know somebody says Maureen West. Yeah, DC. It's Days is really good as far as balance. Nikisha, yeah, I feel you on that. Habit, perhaps. Yeah, Alicia, that's sort of what Nikisha was saying. DC, I thought they were going to save that for Beyond Salem now. I feel like if they did do the whole Bo and Megan thing now, um, yeah, I don't feel like they would. Then what will be the point of Beyond Salem? Nikisha, yeah, habit, yeah. Daisy, you know what? Daisy Fly, I can't blame you because that's why I originally started watching YNR. I couldn't find a character I could connect with. I mean, besides Victor, which I like Victor, but like everyone else is just like, eh. Oh, DC, you don't think that Beyonce was coming back? Okay. Alicia says you may start watching when Maurice Bernard retires. I felt like that about either him and Jason. Oof. At least you can laugh about that, but yeah, yeah, kind of feel like that too, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, Keisha. Jessica says you can honestly go. Oof. Daisy Flower does not like Abby or Jennifer. Jessica says the old Sunny was great. You mean looks or just personality and everything in general? Daisy, yeah, no, it would make sense. Definitely, you definitely got to pass the torch. Definitely got to pass the torch. And I feel like it'll probably be Michael. I mean, what are you gonna have? You're gonna have you're gonna have who? Christina. Victoria has a yes. You have a very good point about that. Yeah, Daisy Flower. No, I get it. Okay, DC. Yes, yes, Jessica. And I feel like when they did that whole what if storyline with Dante taking over Sunny's business, um and he also was testing with, Dante and Sam to sit there and see if people would like them as a couple. Yeah, you find out Quartermain is very funny. Ooh, Nikisha, that would be I don't know. I feel like Michael would be much more better. Um but I mean I wouldn't hate it if Christina became a mob boss. We all know it probably would go to Carly. I feel like it will probably go to Carly. Stanford, that would be interesting. Daisy Flush says Christina's not statement. Which is sad. I was thinking about that, but I just didn't want to say that out loud. Alicia, yeah, you got a point about that. Yeah, DC, I don't see it either. Yep, Nikisha, that is the popular that's the popular that's the popular belief. Jeremy says, what if Sheila became a mob boss? Yeah, Nikisha, he does, but he's still running that business though. Yeah, Jessica, I'm still gonna go with Michael. Juanita votes for Carly, yes. Time to leave town. Yeah, Daisy Flower. We're not taking Christina seriously. Yes, Daisy Flower. Carly can handle Cyrus. Yeah, Daisy. I think I started watching it again when they put Jordan in there. Yeah, DC. Carly. Carly for the win. I feel like if I did a poll, it would be Carly. Victoria, it seemed like you said something that I might actually agree with, but then you erased it, so just message retracted. Alicia, I'm with it. Yes, Victoria. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I put in certain words so that way if I get people that's like racist or whatever, not saying that that was a racist word, but I put in words, so I don't know if it was that. Yeah, Nikisha, that's that theory is not flying. Yeah, DC, that's how bad that theory is. Nope, not feeling Christina. No one is feeling Christina. I think we can all agree that no one is feeling to Christina as far as her being like a mob princess. Oh, Daisy Flower, you talking about that when they had the other actress from the 100 play, Christina? I think her name was Michelle Morgan. I still love that woman. It's just too bad she's on a show that I just will not watch. Oh, you think so, DC? Yeah, Victor. I guess in the end it would be funny to watch. I can see that. I can definitely see that. DC, you think they got? Well, I'm honestly tell you if I really be too surprised if they didn't do that. Keisha says, "I love an underdog." Valerie Wood is in the chat. Thank you for joining. Izzy Flower says, "Yes, I don't see Josh joining the call." Hmm, that's a good point. Oh, that would be a great dynamic duo, Alicia. Thank you, Valerie. I appreciate that. I'm assuming it's a GH review, but I mean, hell, if you watch any of my videos, thank you. No, Jessica, that will be a very interesting way for the ladies of Port Charles to take over. DC, if I had to sit there and guess, I'll probably be like, maybe she's taking, over territory. Well, thank you for joining, Valerie. Let him bond. Thanks, DC. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you, DC. DC was in he did something really cool and JOJ Media's chat when he was pretty much sponsoring some people to join his Zoom, which I'm gonna be there also. DC, God willingly, is gonna be there. So get you to do some lives. Thank you again, DC. Really appreciate that. Oh my God, thank you. And if not, Sunny marries Nina. Yeah, Alicia, hopefully it's a good one. Jessica, you really don't see that? I mean, people who didn't see Sunny being with Nina and yet they're together. So I wouldn't put that I wouldn't, just saying. I don't sleep is all I'm gonna say. Val, you mean like the old you mean in this episode of Old School Sunny. Can he leave her in? Yeah, DC, it does come back to that whole it comes back to that whole mob life and can she handle it? And to be honest, she really can't. But she wants to sit there and think that she can. Rain like Brando. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay, Keisha. Oh, today, Valerie. Okay, yeah. We were just sitting there talking about it, like the good old days when he used to have AJ in a meat locker. Daisy Flower, I was hoping for that too. I was hoping that he was going to find a way to escape. I don't know why, but I just saw that playing out in my head. Alicia says they don't behave like lovers. I mean, when they do kiss, it's just kind of gross. But to be honest, anytime, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. Makes Brenda to come back. I would love Brenda to come back. Yeah, Sanford. DC is a huge Nina and Sunny fan. That's a good point, DC. Victor, honestly, tell you the truth, when they dance, it's actually kind of cool. Unless they're using stunt doubles, who knows? But Jessica, Jessica, I think you know what I was going to sit there and say, and I'm glad you said it because I really didn't want to, just in case Maurice Bernard is actually watching my lives. Juanita, you're right. Of Victoria, you like the Anna and Valentine scenes. Daisy's like, yo, Nina said you can kick rocks and Nina falls. Yeah, Jessica, you know DC every now and then DC wants that smoke. Okay, let's just be honest. He wants that smoke. I do agree. She has with Andre Maddox. Andre Maddox is. I don't understand they say Andre Maddox is old school, but he was a while back though. And Avery can go on Ava. Okay. Ooh. DC said. I mean, granted, he's in jail right now, but he said that maybe Elijah is the hook killer. If he somehow got out of jail, then yes. Alicia, you don't like Anna with Valentine? Yeah, DC. He actually brought up because they don't talk about Kwanzaa. They really don't, except for Andre Maddox. And I remember that specifically because he was sitting there trying to educate Jordan on the whole Andre Maddox thing. I mean, on the Kwanzaa thing. Yes, Jessica, that would be a crazy twist. Daisy Flower says she'll take Anna and Valentine over Sunny and Nina. Yeah, like I said, their kissing scenes is well, it's something that's gross. There, I said it. It's gross. DC, one like to live talked about Kwanzaa. Daisy Flower says Nina is a pick me woman. Jesus Christ. I didn't like Nina. I mean, I don't like Nina, but damn. Elijah, maybe, yeah. Victoria, you're right. Oh no, not the noodle time. Yeah, had to do the noodles. Had to do the noodles. Yeah, Daisy Flower, no one likes to be a consolation prize. Do you see? I mean, to be fair, does Sharon actually serve a purpose? Like seriously, and I've been talking about her like all night, but does she really? Ooh, Juanita has a. That's a good theory. Valerie says it's not Dex. Yeah, I said that too. I remember when Alicia was telling me because I was like, I think Esme did it, but Alicia was like, that's too obvious. And I thought about that. I was like, yeah, you're right. DC, what kind of potential is left in Sharon? I'm not saying that's wrong. I just, I mean, because if Chelsea serves no purpose, then what? Then what? What is Sharon? What's Sharon's purpose is on the show besides pouring coffee and being a doting mom to Mariah? I mean, what purpose does Mariah and Tess actually show serve on the show? If we're going to be honest, the sad thing is that it's not even so much as like the character's fault, but the writer's fault. Yeah, no, I agree with that, DC. But again, this really does come down to writers, though. Shakira says Cyrus could be the hook killer. Yeah, I mean, if they escape jail, you know what? Yeah, I can see that. Valley, I was sitting there saying, I was like, yo, listen, there's a good chance, there is a good chance that he's going to end up just like Dante did. Shakira says, or Heather Weber. I feel like DC generally works backwards, but I always have to sit there and ask, like, what is a motive, though? Tucker or Sharon? I don't know DC. I mean, Daisy. I don't know who Tucker is. Yeah, DC, and I agree with that. You know, Sanford, I can't even sit there and say that though, because I feel like the body type really doesn't matter. Trust me, if you ever watched a show called Arrow, you understand why the body type doesn't really matter. Oh, Tucker is Devon's dad. Oh, okay. Daisy Flower says she likes Dex and Joss. Dex and Christina. Okay, thank you, DC. No, I don't feel like the body type matters because I feel like they're just putting in the actor for. It's hard to explain that. It's hard to explain it without sitting there talking about Arrow. Stanford, yes. There was a time period where they didn't have Oliver. They had some new person being the Green Arrow, but it turned out it was her sister. And the actor that was playing, I just don't think that the body type matters. Let's just put it that way. Alicia likes Dex and Josh. Yeah, being patient with Josh. Yeah, I mean, I would see Dex with Christina. At least they can give Christina something to do. Christina needs a woman. Maybe they could sit there and bring Parker back. Like, I mean, seriously, Valerie, when you think about it, they didn't really finish her story. Like, maybe they could bring her back and like do something with her. No, yeah, no, Victoria. Yeah, no, you're right. She is. That's not true. They have Felix. They have, yeah, Jessica. This was a while back when she was going out with Parker. Shakira says be super. Yeah, Jessica. Shakira says she'll be super jealous. Yeah, DC. That was during the water pathogen storyline, right? I think that was during the water pathogen storyline. Um, yes and no, Daisy. I mean, you got Terry, so yeah. Victoria definitely need more Christine on the show. That's all. Yeah, that was during the hmm, you're right about that, DC. I mean, Daisy Flower has 10,000 kids, except for Morgan. Which again, I'm still hoping that one day Morgan does come back. Yeah, it's no separate. They're on the show. They're just not. I mean, they're in the show. They're just not on the show. Valerie says nobody wants shit. Brad shitty, but yeah, DC. I have no idea what's going on with Lucas. Black Mom was good. Well, it's always good to see you whenever you're here, Black Mom. Yeah, I don't like Brad. Jessica. Yeah, Jessica. I don't like Brad either. Morgan can stay going. Okay, Alicia. I mean, I think if they trim down the cast and DC, at least with her, at least with Terry, because it's like whatever romantic interest that they're gonna do with her, they just kind of yeah. Valerie, he is not. Hmm. They replace him with some tall brunette guy. Yeah, no, Daisy Flower was found. You know what, DC? That's not an unpopular. That's not an unpopular. Well, it probably is an unpopular opinion, but I do also mostly because it reminds me when I used to date older women. So Jessica said they were ill. Yeah, Victor. I mean, yeah, Victor. I never really understood that whole sleeping with Sunny thing. Just this way they can give Sunny another child. Ooh, yeah, DC. I can totally see them doing that. Valley, I'm just saying. I've been with older women before, so it's kind of nostalgia whenever I sit there and think about Morgan with Ava. Yeah, Victoria, but I do feel like the actor was leaving anyway. So yeah, Valerie, she was fine. So no, Alicia and Morgan isn't the dad, but like DC said, if he comes back, I can see that. Thank you, Black Mind. Yeah, no, I was just meant to talking about that earlier. I definitely can't wait to do another collab with. Well, it's always a good do a collab with DC, but also Brock TV. So we're gonna work it out, and I'm excited for future collabs with DC, Brock, James, and you know anyone else that wants to think collab. Stick it to Carly. Hmm. Thank you, Black Mom. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a hell of a lot of fun. And it's always interesting getting other people's perspective on these shows. And also, again, the dude, inspired me to start my own channel. But I mean, DC, you know damn well that she wouldn't do that. I feel like Ava at this point is more scared of Carly than she was back in the day. Like back in the day, I see Ava doing something like that. Now it's the same thing with Julian. Julian used to be such a boss back in the day, but now, I mean, before they killed him off, he was just Matt and Vanessa forgotten way. Yeah, Daisy Fly. I mean, they definitely came to an understanding, but still. So Daisy, okay, yeah, Daisy. No, you have a point there. Um, it's a little weird her hooking up with Johnny. I'm not exactly a fan of that. Yeah, no, that's Alicia. Julian was never a bust. I don't know. I feel like back in the day he wasn't scared of Sonny. Like when he first started on the show, he wasn't afraid of Sonny. But later on, he started to just like cave. Yeah, um, I do agree with that. No, I get it. I get it, DC. I mean, her direction's been fine. Um, there's so many characters on the show that it's like, eh, what do you think of Ava's direction? Like, are you liking her direction, or is it just like, I don't know. Sometimes with GH, there's just so many damn characters that you're just like that's why I just kind of don't really care to some extent who gets killed off. It's just in the caving. Julian is desperate to connect with Lucas, assistant in the caving. What does that mean? Valerie, you still pissed that they hooked Diane? Hmm, I understand that, but yeah, DC, I agree with that. I agree with that. That's what I was just saying. Like back in the day, like Julian stood up to Sonny, but so who's the young man trying to take Sonny's business? What do you mean, Sanford? Jessica, I don't care much for Ava. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, maybe you're right, Alicia. I don't know. It was so long ago. I remember him just not caving to Sonny, until later on. Hmm. I guess that's true, Valerie. I mean, not Valerie, Victoria. Blackmon, I don't agree with you. I mean, I agree with you on that. Steffi, Brooke. So you're basically saying that they turn some of these DC. So you're basically saying that they turn some of these characters soft. Hmm. DC makes a very valid point. He really does. I mean, I was kind of saying the same thing, but he did touch on it more, even with um Olbrich. But also, honestly, tell you the truth, I do feel like characters do change and evolve, and I know that when I said that Sunny, changing was kind of, um, you know, I mean, I was meant to saying like Sunny changed, but oh, okay, Alicia. So he was on the Fluke's orders from the start, like from jump. Okay, yeah, but Valerie, I feel like Abel wanted to forgive Nicholas anyway. Hmm. You're probably right. You're probably right, Sanford. Not sure. Okay. Yeah, Victoria, I do like. Well, I miss Cyrus, but I do like Esme though. Well, DC, yeah, yeah. I mean, it did kind of remind you of the old Sunny, you know. But honestly, tell you the truth, it's funny that you said you would like that, but you didn't like the old Sunny in general. Yeah, DC. Somebody said that in the chat earlier that it would be interesting if Cyrus was the killer or the hook killer. Yeah, Alicia. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, hitting him a couple of times. I mean, he used to torture AJ by not just beating him but also starving him and leaving him in a frozen um meat locker. Yeah, DC. I was just gonna sit there and say that. I remember we was actually having that conversation. He was like, "Yeah, I used to hate Sonny back in the day." But DC, to be fair, I wouldn't sit there and say that you're a hypocrite. I'd just sit there and say that you're human. Yeah, Alicia, no, Cyrus is in jail. But I feel like that's just more of a theory, like a fun theory, if that was the case, you know? Yeah, I also sit there and remember Cyrus does have a bit of connections. It wouldn't be that much of a stress to see him get out of jail just for a little bit and take out people that's close to Sonny. I can see that. No, DCU was not the only person I hated that. I hated that too. And what I hated even more was when Ethan actually forgave Christina, you know? And I get it as a soap opera, but I just feel like even in soap operas, I'm just like, yo, that was so unrealistic. Like she had her dad beat you to the end of your life, and you're just like, nah, it's cool. And also, he was supposed to go on a date with some hot chick, and she ruined that as well. So, nah, screw that. I just want to sit there. Maybe he was also leaving too. He wanted to kind of leave things on like happier terms. So I'm like, whatever. Alicia, I would normally say the same thing, but you gotta sit there and remember, he's a boss. You want to sit there and tell me why he was holed up in Portia's house in some sort of like standoffish? Like that's how they took him out. So I can understand where you're coming from, Alicia, but let's think about that whole hostage scene. DC would have been epic. It would have been. And it also would have been a shame, but then again, They killed AJ. I mean, Sonny killed AJ, and AJ didn't even kill Connie. I mean, that dude literally died for nothing. Yeah, DC, I get that. He definitely had a lot of psychological trauma. You know, I think that's probably the one thing I didn't like about him is that he came from a very distorted, background. Alicia, but making Sonny the focus could be a red herring too. What do you mean by that, Alicia? I'm curious. Sonny is impulsive. He'll never learn. Hmm. Ooh, nah, DC. I'm actually glad that they're brothers. It would have been really weird if that was, if Finn, if Chase was Finn's son. That would have been weird. Oh, connecting the killer to him. Okay, but I mean, Alicia, that's what they're doing anyway, though. So far. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. I just okay. I wonder what the actress is doing now. Also, Jackie Templeton. Yeah, no, DC. I get it. It would have been. Yeah, it would have been. I can see it being interesting. I just don't know if it would have fit like. I don't want to say mainstream, but I do see a point though. Yeah, Valerie, this is like about family and just his troubled past and him not really being able to connect like with his mother and stuff. Hmm. You're right about that, Alicia. It wouldn't be the first time that the writers missed the mark. Yeah, Yeah, Victoria. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. A lot of people said they're finding Finn's character boring. I don't. And maybe Chase's character a little bit boring too with Brooke. I mean, with Brooklyn, because it took them so long to actually get together. It's like no one cares anymore, and also no one cares that he's a singer. So yeah, he has a lot of. They both have a lot going for them, and it's not good. Let's just put it that way. They both have a lot going for them. Yeah, at least Sanford. Yeah, when you chase back as a cop. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice to experiment, as far as him singing and stuff like that, because the actor can sing. But yeah, DC. No, I remember that. Yeah. I have a feeling that Valerie just wants Chase to be gone. Alicia was like, Alicia, I just really you just don't like Chase at all, do you? I mean, I'm not knocking you, but Juanita feels nothing for Finn. Victoria, yeah, yeah. Most people like Chase with Willow. Since the yeah, see DC, then we go back to Hat Daddy again. Then we go back to Hat Daddy again. Hat Daddy. Yeah, Stanford. A lot of people like Chase with Willow and the whole Michael thing. Like, it's just not working for a lot of people. I mean, I'm not really in a coupling, so I can't sit there and say that they're right or wrong. But judging by popular demand, yeah. But you know what? If they kill off Willow, then I guess it just won't really matter because I feel like they're gonna do that. Yeah, no, I agree, Alicia. Valley, yes, Hat Daddy. We call him Marshall Hat Daddy. Okay, so if you're in the chat, Hat Daddy is Marshall. Okay, this way it could be our little inside joke next time new people come in and I say Hat Daddy, and people like, oh, okay, I know who Hat Daddy is. T Marshall or to kill off Trina. No, no, they won't. They won't kill off Trina, especially since she's a new actress. No. Yeah, DC. No, a lot of people's kind of perplexed by that. Yeah, Victoria. Like I said, you don't sleep on somebody just because they're older. Hat Daddy. Um, Team Marshall, no, they're not going to kill off Spencer. They're not going to kill off Trina or Spencer. Um, I feel like they're just adding a lot to the storyline right now. Like back in the day, if you was to sit there and say Dav would have got killed off, I would have believed you. But Trina or Spencer, nah. The worst that's probably going to happen to Spencer is that he'll probably get beat up in jail. Yeah, Victoria, that's what I was saying. DC, you know what? That can still happen. That can still that can still happen. I believe that can still happen. Not even joking. Black Mon, they're not killing off Spencer. They're not killing off Spencer. They're just not gonna do it. Yeah, Victoria, I still do believe that there's a good possibility that Curtis might be um Stella's son. Hmm. Team Marshall, I can see that. Like I said, I just don't think they're gonna kill off Spencer. Yeah, Black Mon, we all know that Willow is probably gonna be going. We all know that Willow's gonna be going. But um I think I'm gonna sit there and end the stream right here. It's already like 10 o'clock, and I do want to try to wake up early so I can try to watch and get another Days of Our Lives review um out early to Pentonville. Wait, so you still going with the whole Cyrus being the killer? Good night, Victoria. Thank you for joining. Valerie, I'm glad you were here. Victoria, I'm glad that you actually joined. Same thing with everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you again, DC, for the super chat. I hope that everything is going to be all right tomorrow. I will definitely text you tomorrow. Honestly, to tell you the truth, they both serve a good purpose on the show. So, I mean, they're both good. Thank you, Juanita, and thank you for helping me pronounce the name. Take care, DC. Thank you, Valerie. Definitely hit the like button. Really do appreciate it. Even the 14 likes definitely help. And thank you, Valerie, for joining. Good night, Sanford. Good night, Alicia. Or good day, depending on when you are. Key Marshall, thank you for joining. And I know I probably didn't get to some other people, but um, if I didn't sit there and say goodnight to you, um, I'm sorry, but good night to you, though. And I want to thank everyone for joining the chat. It's a lot of fun. And you know what? I'll see everyone tomorrow because I'm going to be doing this tomorrow. Let's something comes up. Um, that's usually going to be a schedule 3 times a week. Um, yeah. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining stream. This was hella fun, and I can't wait to see everyone tomorrow. Oh, and Blackmon. Thank you again, Blackmon. Thank you for joining. And you know, if I didn't sit there and say thank you, I truly appreciate you being in the chat. So just don't take it as an offense. I think at this point, I may actually have to start doing like members just to make sure I'm just, I don't know, maybe make it a little easier. Since I actually had a lot of people on here, which was really good. Anyway, I'm Yammer right now. So good night, everyone. Be safe. And I will see everyone tomorrow.